Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back. Today, the goal is hopefully to go back into the Baron's courtyard, taking him out if possible. I think we got about halfway through the courtyard last time. We got to the hallway right before the yellow key, I think it is, if I can read maps correctly, which I think by this point we all know we shouldn't trust, but you know, I'm gonna trust my gut on that one. We're gonna find out. So I'm going to stock back up with some supplies that we can get. It is going to be a little short because cash is a little tight right now. But we're going to see what we can get this time around. I'm also going to be bringing in some people with the Crimson Curse. And they are craving right away. So I'm going to have to bring a little more than I would like. But that kind of is what it is. And we're going to go from there. And if... I don't think there's too many fights left. So... if I can kind of manage stress a little bit better than I did last time, we should be able to get to the Baron and hopefully just take out the Baron. So let's see what happens. Alright, let's see where I am. If I'm reading this map correctly, which we all know I'm probably not. The yellow key should be in this next room. Blue key. Blue key is in the next room. Oh, lovely. That's a great start. He has to go forward. We're going to serrated Cane to move her back. Just lovely. Okay, so... see who goes first. Or either way, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Because the Forlorn can just use private rations, heal himself a little bit, then I'm going to have him move back. I would prefer the Hedge Knight in front, but it doesn't really matter with those two, so I can really just split man and take out the Strumpet. Still having trouble with that name. It feels so weird to say. She's bleeding, we get extra crit. The bleed should now take her out. Gonna Rain of Sorrows these guys back here. Bleed does not take out that butler. The serrated Cane. Now the other butler should go down because of bleed. He does go down on next turn, but I still want to AoE with the Forlorn if I get the chance. Or Massacre, you know, that works too.
Maintain the offensive.
Now we can Whiplash. And he goes down on his turn. Okay.
By inches.
Pretty sure that got changed, that curio right there. Looks kind of cool, but I thought it was going to be a chest that gave it to me. Alright, let's move up. And then on the other side of that is the yellow key. And yes, I am using a map to make this go quicker because this is like the 5th or 6th time I've done the Crimson Courtyard now. I've done it twice on PlayStation when I wasn't doing recording, and then however many times I've done it here. So, before I forget, let's switch them. Too bad they went passive already, but let's get Mortong his stress down there, because that is lovely. Get some loot, because I am hurting for money. Didn't have enough to, unless I sold some trinkets I actually wanted to upgrade Cecil's gear here. As you can kind of see, he's rank 4 and not 3, so he doesn't have the same gear as Hugh there. Alright, if I go up, that's where the yellow key is. If I go to the sides, there's more curios, but that's potentially more stress before the boss. So let's just go up. I don't think I have enough shovels for everything I want, so let's just dig. Why? He needs to go forward. She needs to go back.
The ground quakes.
Ain't that a pretty face? How she can get these things to guard her is beyond me. We're gonna get them all bleeding again. Just bloody cross them. So that row, well no, 2 supplicant goes down on its next turn. Same with the 3-1, so I don't really have to worry about them, because they're not going to regenerate health at all. I suppose we'll just wild swing.
Destroyed.
It's a random target, don't get to choose. Does move him forward though, so that's nice. Yeah, let's Serrated Cane again, get that Strumpet. I was going to heal, but don't really think we need to quite yet. She is guarded by the Supplicant, so it doesn't really matter if we hit row 4.
A faint hope blossoms. The abyss.
And
Even the boldest gaze.
just to move him forward, so he can actually do something with his turn. Now, Mortong is hurt, so I'm going to use the rations. Just because I can.
And panic.
I suppose we will heal up with her. And the bleed should take her out now.
Decimated.
Alrighty. Take what I can get.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, let's see what we get up here. I do believe this is a stress relief too if we use the holy water. Oh, I was thinking that would be the shovel, not the torch. And blue key.
A hideous mutation.
Right, another Crocodillian.
And abhorrent.
I don't think I'll have too much trouble here. I do have a lot of things that can hit most rows, so I just have to be a little careful about health, I think. And stress. Alright, we can whiplash him. Then Massacre? Yeah, that seems like the better one to do. 15 bleed already on him. Let's Phantasm Shell Mortong because he can hit most rows.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Alright, good, he resisted the move. Rain of Sorrows again. Let's see how much we can rack that up. $24. $29.
Well struck.
34. Not sure why that did 47, but you know, I don't think the Croc's doing too well here.
A dizzying.
That's it.
Body and brain.
Damage received while bleeding. He goes on his next turn.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Ooh, Muramasa.
Wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
That's a lot of stuff. Damage if afflicted, 20% max damage per 50 stress, plus 25% stress? What does that mean? Plus 25% stress, minus 25% virtue chance. On monster kill, heal 15% max HP. On monster kill, stress plus 3 per round for 3 rounds. On crit, buff self 200 crit while bleeding. Wow. Sea surrounds me. Waves reach up for my head, drowning me in blood. While afflicted, take only 20% stress damage, plus 15% death blow resistance. I definitely want that for him. And we'll take the key.
If you value such things.
So let's use some food on Cecil real quick, just healing him up after that fight. We're gonna move down, and then I think once we get to that intersection, we can head right. That's where the yellow key is gonna be used. Oh, they're thirsty again, huh? It's not a debuff they have, right? That I remember one of the times I came through here, someone had a debuff that made them, like, accelerate how fast they got thirsty, and it was really bad. Like, they had, I think it was on a Falconeer, and they, like, got, or, it wasn't craving, it was, they went from bloodthirsty to passive in one turn. And then they went from passive to craving in one turn. So at one point I just went screw it and let them be craving. No, these guys don't really give me good trinkets, do they? It's the other one, not the shrew. I do have enough blood to play around with, though.
Glittering gold.
Yeah.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
There's the key. I forgot I had the laudanum for when I was... had the horror. Why are the Coven here? Also, the Arbiter is here. I didn't realize that he could be an enemy too. Interesting.
Impressive.
Well, let's start the bleed. Well, that's what you get, buddy. Should I heal up or should I just rip them apart? Let's heal up. I guess we're not healing up because Hugh can heal himself. And Cecil doesn't want help. And that's a miss. Alright, then we're gonna give Cecil blood. Hopefully that's the last time I need to give him blood before the Baron. Let's do Split Man since he's bleeding. That's gonna up our crit rate. Not by enough, but almost enough where he's gonna bleed out. I think since it's called Cure All, it would cure the bleeding, and maybe the debuff. No. Alright, one's gonna bleed out. Another's almost gonna bleed out. We're gonna use Insanguinate on the rogue. He's gonna bleed out. We're gonna heal up from that. We are gonna use the old blood on Cecil if he lets us. And we're going to Whiplash. We're not going to Whiplash. Hyper Ration sounds good though. And then Entangle the Invigilator. No move. Interesting, but he has blood. I have a way of hitting the Naturopath, so he goes down.
Maintain the offensive.
And that's 3 out of 4. You'd think since he just saw 3 of his buddies drop all at once, he'd try to get out of there, but no. Oh, I was wondering where, like, that big pistol came from before, because he was holding the small one in his hand this entire time. I didn't realize he had another one in his holster. Shows how much I observe some of this stuff sometimes. Like, I knew, or I had looked at him before and went, hey, he has this little thing. Where's that big gun coming from?
Continue the onslaught. Them all.
Alright, so from here, go one more. Food is never bad. Actually, this will let us heal up. I don't like healing on the healers as much, so let's heal her. Then, green key is north, so we'll go do that. Ooh. Yeah, we'll use a shovel. The shovel gets us the firewood, which I'm going to give up. I think the slippery boots sell for more than the emerald. I may need the laudanum just in case, so we'll do that. Alright. Well, I mean, if he believes enough, maybe he is. Then, that's rated K now. One bleeds out. The Esquire.
As the
I
fiend
think he had a bad day.
a faint hope.
And since I need to hit row 3, and it goes on next. So we can just take this chance to heal. If I get one. Can beat up some corpses in the meantime. There we go. The 2 heals I can.
Press disadvantage.
I'm happy.
Give them no quarter.
And more food.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it
Just because the flagellant's okay at lower health, we'll heal Cecil. Got this little morbid thing. Yeah, at most I think I have one thing that the shovel would be good for, so let's bash that.
waiting.
I really want the portraits. Let's get rid of the citrines. No hidden room, huh? There was also supposed to be a curio there, so it could have changed. Or, you know, I just can't read a map. I can't read a map, that's what's happening.
Devastating blow.
The hidden room is in the next hallway. So is the curio. I can't read a map. This was supposed to be the key. If I could read a map. I don't know why I have such troubles with that. This is why people don't like me actually doing, like, navigation in real life. Hey, we're gonna go to this place. Why are we here?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
The destination is 50 miles away. Why are we here? Alright, they both do stress. One can technically stun, so let's get rid of him.
The blood quickens.
Then, yeah, let's heal her, since the flagellant can technically heal himself if he gets too low. And that's what I was afraid of. She's insightful.
Behold, the
And
abyss.
she can see everything.
Manifest.
Why does that sound like a bad thing?
Remind yourself that
I
overconfidence
just gave up those things.
is killer.
Right. So survey says, build no secret room. But is there a curio? That's the question. There still is a curio. Okay.
A handsome reward
Let's heal up.
for a task well performed.
Take that. And is this another croc? It is not another croc, but we do get the key. Alright, let's back row bleed them. That's 5 damage on both is nice. Then ulcerated cane. Then thinking let's take up this Esquire here. 10 on him. He goes down on next, unless this heals him for quite a bit. Which it looks like, but I can fix that, so let's massacre. 8, the sycophant goes down, Esquire goes down on next. I should really stop talking sometimes.
Great is the
One down.
that cuts on its own.
You know, they cause a lot of stress for just getting their blood sucked. Let's do this. That's another one down. That's him healed up. Then, realistically, I just need the row 2 damaged. And then they'll both drop, so have fun.
Dedicated.
He goes away.
Slowly, gently.
Take what I can.
Life is taken.
We can leave that stuff. I am gonna have to get rid of something for the key, unfortunately. I know there was a little glitch that you can do, or at least used to be able to do, where like if I left this, it would pop up in my inventory regardless. However, I don't really feel like testing that again. So I guess we're getting rid of the laudanum. If it would let me. Because I don't remember when exactly this was, and if this was a PlayStation only thing. But like at one point I just said screw it, because I didn't need the red key, was it? Because I knew that at that point in time, because it was my 3rd or 4th time even through that, because I played it so much on the PlayStation, that I just threw away the red key. You know, I don't remember if it was just the red key or if it was the other keys as well. But, yeah, so I threw away the key. And what happened was, like, I had a full inventory like this. And when I came back into the courtyard with my next group, because like the red key was gone, it had appeared where these things were, like the map and the inventory thing were. So like I had an extra item slot essentially. But I'm not sure if that got patched, if that got fixed, what, because that was before the Color of Madness even. So that was a very long time ago. Shows how long I've been playing the game, and you know, I'm still making some silly mistakes, but there was a very long gap of time in between some of that playing, so you do forget some things. Alright, the Forlorn probably should move back. If you're so insightful, why are they crawling all over you? Yeah, that's rated cane. I probably need to get rid of the Butler and the Socialite. I remember her having a buff. Do I really want to get rid of them over the Knights if I have access to them, though? No. I want the ninth gone. I really don't like Buried Blast. So they're both bleeding for 10. And realistically, what I can do with the Forlorn is his AoE. What's that too? Plus dodge, that's not bad. And then we're gonna do Bloody Cross. That takes out him. Now... okay. And if we Massacre, we're probably gonna... no, we're not gonna take out the Socialite, but the bleed will. Then massive damage to the Knight. It bleeds out on next. We only need to do damage to the other Knight. Then if we heal up, we're basically fine.
A momentary abatement.
So everything bleeds out. Not that I need to heal up much on Mortong there, but you know, it's something. Okay, take what I can. I've left like 3 or 4 of those things now. That's adding up. Okay, I do actually need that shovel, I think, because I'm not sure if it's a shovel that I'm gonna need or a torch. But if I have enough supplies and stuff after the Baron, there's one thing I still want to do because I've never done it. I thought that would get me blood. But, like, there's a key after you kill the Baron. And then there's a room that you can go to with the key. So I kind of want to test that out. And I feel like this group would be fine. What I'm gonna find there, I don't know.
It would seem his
Why didn't I use the firewood?
unabated, even now.
Oh well. We'll be fine. Alright, actually, what we're gonna do is one by one take them out. That way... we're ready for the Baron once he comes. So that's going to take out this Supplicant. This Supplicant is now available. If we Phantasm Shell again, he's going to have some massive damage. I know she's going to go into a heart attack soon, but that's going to be what it is, I think. 7. So if I Massacre, he's going to go down. So that puts a bleed on that most likely, but we're going to Massacre. Now, 2 Supplicants go down. There's a bleed on the Sycophant, and it doesn't get a turn. Meaning this pulsating egg is the Baron, and I can put a bleed on him. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Then I think what I'm gonna do is Serrated Cane, getting a bleed on both of them, because now the Sycophant goes down. Then we're going to beat up the Baron. He's got a 10 bleed. Since he's bleeding, he takes extra damage. Just gonna use a holy water there. Oh, lovely.
A death
I think I can do this for accuracy on my next turn.
The abyss returns. Even
yeah, entire battle accuracy, that'll be good. 17 bleed. Hey, that's the Rudiments thing, I just realized. Maybe that's where they got the animation from. That's kind of cool. He is not having a good day. Oh, there's half of his health. Second act. I think we're good. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is bleed these two, hopefully. Oh, really? Bloody Cross, bleeding them, getting a third egg. Let's take him out.
Annihilated.
We're gonna go at the Sycophant, taking it out. Now we know where the Baron is. He still doesn't have a turn, but the Supplicant does. Bleed it. There's our Baron. Gonna Insanguinate on the Baron. That should put a heavy bleed on him. Bloody Cross. Both of them are bled. And it goes down on its next turn, so everything goes at the Baron. Lovely that. Another miss. Too bad this doesn't up accuracy. Gonna Phantasm Shell again. Just because when he hits, it's a hit.
The mind.
21 bleed around. Hey, whip versus whip. Alright, let's get rid of the bleed.
The birthplace of dread.
I heal him up bad. And Whiplash. 26. And down you go, sir.
Quakes.
I think he's gonna go into the third act. No? Ah, he had a third act. Hugh's turn, he has to move up. But then, there we go. That was something. Take that, take those. Inquisitor's Pocket Watch. Interesting. And then Slippery Boots for a blueprint. I will happily take that. We are going to continue because there is a room I still want to go to, but because I forgot before, we're going to firewood.
A moment.
We have enough food to just feast. That gets rid of some stress, heals up.
The coming horrors.
Party gets damage versus bloodsuckers while I'm here. She's afflicted, so make contact. And Executioner, I guess. Go get the key. Don't know what I'm gonna give up for it. Oh, I don't have to.
Wealth
Yeah,
beyond
Key of
measure,
Anger, red.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So, I've never actually used this key in particular. We're gonna see what it does. So I'm guessing it could either be used to open the first gate I found, or, like I said, there's another door down here. Well, you get what you get. Not sure if I need this shovel or not, so I'm not going to use that. The Hooded Shrew. We're going to leave alone. Then I'll give them blood again. Alright, Serrated Pain, get them bleeding. You're not looking too great already, which is nice. I do believe that's going to afflict him, though. See what happens this time. Varric.
Madness, our old friend.
Once again, I do not trust Hugh.
Master
executed.
Yeah, we'll just bloody cross. That should take out the butler. Strumpet's gonna go down. Let's take out the Esquire, who I forgot to use blood on the Hedge Knight, so that'll have to be next round. Then... Okay, Mr. Blood God. If you believe it and it de-stresses you, you do you. I'm not gonna question if it's helping. And then heal the Forlorn. They bleed out, so I really don't mind just healing there.
This expedition at least promises success.
Pop that, pop that. Yeah, let's just do this, I suppose. And be on the way. I was right, it's a shovel. Glad I saved it. Now, I thought that was a fight, but once again, I can't read a map. I forgot. Is he a kleptomaniac? He's a kleptomaniac. We're gonna have to fix that. Alright. Then let's just bleed the Bloodflower. Looks like we're doing a good job of that. 13. Then I don't think Cecil's gonna do much there unless we massacre. But we can do this, which will up the damage it takes from bleeding, which it resisted, okay. And then more on the Bloodflower, it goes down. I suppose since Bloodflower is going down and that's all she can attack, we're gonna heal the Hedge Knight, who's then gonna go at the Knight again. Bloodflower bleeds out, Forlorn goes at the Knight. And that's the fight.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay. Don't really need the key. I think that once again overrides things, and we really don't want that. I mean, I'll take it. One of the easier fights I've seen so far. 3 and 3. So that's the fight. Heal him up a tad, just in case. I think there's like 1 or 2 more fights yet. Wasn't expecting much. I actually would have been concerned if I got too much out of that. Alright, let's lead him out. He goes down because that's a little excessive. Now, Sycophant's probably gonna go down. I think you did more than split it in half there, sir. I don't really need the torches.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I'm not sure if I really do anything to the little skeleton thing there without a shovel, so... I mean, if he keeps de-stressing himself with that, I'm 100% fine with him calling himself that. Get the Bloodflower. How's that gonna affect this? Alright, well, still gonna hit everything I want to, just more with this. Sycophant goes down. We're gonna massacre. That takes out the strumpet. Bloodflower might take extra damage now due to bleeding. Awesome. I don't think that's gonna help you much. 8 and 7. It still goes down on its turn. As a just in case, let's heal up a tad. And then down with the Bloodflower. And I think it bleeds out, which is kind of odd coming from a flower. How does a flower bleed?
The greater the glory.
We'll do this. Take what we can out of here. Take all the goodies. And what's behind the door? I've never been here. Fight, first of all. So, let's do this. Get the bleeding. I mean, if she de-stresses him, I'm fine with that, but that was kind of rare. He hasn't done anything yet, man. He was minding his manners, even if he is a bit barbaric. Now that, on the other hand, I wouldn't want to say that after, someone pulled a pistol on me. Massacre is what we want. Then Bloody Cross. I mean, 1 out of 3 is not great, but it worked. This gets Hue in range. I mean, that was a perfect crit. That's one we needed to get rid of. Then, let's get rid of him. And down he goes. Alright. Take that stuff.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task.
And Master's Whip for the Martyr. Plus stress relief received, friendly skill, stress +5, friendly skill, buff target, plus 20% damage, friendly skill, buff target, 5 crit. Interesting. Little creepy. Alright. Baron down, got a bunch of cool stuff. Viscount's Invitation, Shard of Broken Glass for the Flagellant, which is up a lot of bleed chance on hit, steal bleed. Also got the Baron's Lash trophy, which is plus debuff resistance and debuff chance, while also giving us plus speed and minus stun resistance. Values doubled if has the Crimson Curse. Also got 24,000 gold and a lot of heirlooms. And a blueprint. I forgot about the blueprint. I'm forgetting about a lot of things. No one hit level 5, but a few level 4s. Hugh did not hit level 4. Sir, how did you get syphilis in there? What were you doing to those trumpets? I don't want to know. You know what? Don't answer me. There are some things better left unanswered.
Have abated. The heirs of the estate feel narrowly agreeable once again.
The haze of contagion has abated, due in no small part to the recent triumph over the age-old horde that lurked for far too long behind the sealed courtyard gate. Removes the Crimson Curse from all affected heroes. So, no one has Crimson Curse. That's going to be great considering that the game was being a little bit weird about that. Did get another blueprint, which I have quite a few of right now. Honestly, I have a few things I would like to get, but I'm not sure what I would spend them on, so I'll look into that at some point. I do know that these guys really need to get into... Blackguard is still in the transept. That's a little odd. But we'll pop these guys where they need to be. because I really don't need people going crazy on me. And so we did unlock the Viscount. I do have a few other bosses around the courtyard that I could go to. I know I would kind of have a debt to settle with the Hollowed Harvester, so I might do him next. But after that, I think what I want to do is go into the Warrens and kind of finish up the apprentice level bosses, and then we'll see where I'm at from there, and we'll take off from that. So as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.